Dr. Carroll? Well, I guess he's not here. Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get... Well, it's 3 o'clock, isn't it? Dr. Carroll has been called away on emergency. His afternoon appointments have been canceled. Well, Doctor, now you wouldn't mind if I go for your desk now, would you? No. No. Yes. Abe, Abbott, Fine, Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald, Zelda. Schizophrenic. Very slight progress. Patient rebels against authority, unable to function without supervision. Do not stir up patient. Avoid confrontation, which is inadvisable at her stage of schizophrenia. Oh, well, excuse me for smiling. People think I've thought something clever, but truth is, well, my smile's uncontrollable, and it terrifies me. Prohibition, the Marx Brothers, vaudeville, all symbols of the 20s. However, the most renowned symbol, the flapper. In his novels, F. Scott Fitzgerald created his wife Zelda the ultimate flapper, the image of the Jazz Age. Obligingly, Zelda played the role, for she was indeed daring, eccentric, and passionate. But when the bad times came and the wild escapades seemed sadly out of style, Zelda abandoned the legend, while simultaneously entering the first of several institutions wherein she would spend the rest of her life. Zelda Fitzgerald was, and will always be, The Last Flapper by William Luce. When I was a little girl, I was always an excitement meter. One time, I actually phoned the fire department. I was a rotten thing. But you know what's really rotten? Nobody never sent me a get well card here. Not even a, sorry you've gone crazy, Zelda. I mean, that would do, but, not a word. But I can't dance. They won't let me. Scott told him I drove myself crazy going to ballet class every day for 8 hours. He never realized that, well, dancing, it was refuge. It was my refuge from the chaos in our lives. Scott's refuge. The bottle. They used to call him F. Scotch Fitzgerald. Well, at least no Dr. Carroll today. Every Wednesday, it's the same routine. Count back from 100. Feel your body relaxing. Go deep in your thoughts. 100, 99, 95, jeepers, 94. Oh, Mommy, looky here. Look, it's an engagement ring. It's from Scott, Mama. Mama, I'm practically 19. Wait, you listen. My dear sweetheart, I'm sending you this just the way it came. I hope it fits. I found a knockout apartment with a bathtub big enough for 2. A bathtub, Mama? Oh, in New York, everything's twice as big. Until then, my dear sweetheart, Scott. Mrs. Francis Scott Fitzgerald. Well, I could just sing it. I can't wait to wear this Saturday night to the country club. Well, of course I'm going. I'm going to let being engaged stop me from having my fun. Why, if I get a chance, I'm going to kiss every bachelor in Alabama. No, Mama, I'm just spoofing. First off, well, I ain't going to kiss nobody. And second, well, there ain't nobody left I haven't kissed. I remember waking up early in those mornings, those bright July mornings, and the sun would hang big and ripe, yellow, orange, red, like a luminous peach. Well, in Montgomery, Alabama, 1920, time was tradition, and the past was actuality. 89, 84, 84. Mama, ain't this just the prettiest wedding dress you ever seen? It's like a cloud. You should have seen the commotion. My recall. Ow! You stuck me. Mama, I am too standing up straight. No, it like that. I want it to, well, to hang off the shoulders. Like that. Mama ate Will Tuesday up, while Jane Max's wedding dress stayed up and she's firing in an old pancake. Mama never ended up making my dress. So I wore a suit, a midnight blue with a matching hat and leather and buckles and ribbons and feathers. Well, Scott just adored it. I used to have dozens of fancy things with famous labels, and they took them all away. Oh, your orders, Dr. Carroll. But when I first saw Scott, he was a lieutenant at my graduation. He had this, well, this masculine beauty that, well, I ain't never seen before. Scott says I'm the original. The original and the last. Here's to the last flapper who's finally growing old. At last, 79, 78, 77, 70. Why? Why, Dr. Carroll, why must I have these disorientations? Look at me. The glamorous Mrs. F. Scott Fitzgerald, with her Elizabeth on face. Gone to pot. No wonder you took out all the mirrors. Oh, don't try to fool me, Dr. Carroll. Time is running out. It's leaving me stranded, but I had Scott. No, I do not want to talk about Scott. Scott died 8 years ago of a heart attack. A heart attack in Hollywood. And I'm sick. I've gotten sick and tired of these wistful and tragic silhouettes of Scott and Zelda. People thought we were the ones. We were the jazz age, but last night he came home, Dr. Carroll, he smashed me in the face. Scott died 8 years ago. Heart attack in Hollywood. And he says I failed him. Is it just barely possible he's failed me? Son of a bitch, the fool! I've seen her! A simpering Hollywood starlet. Oh no, Scott, no, I ain't reproaching you. I just like to know why. In Paris, you saw I was sick and you saw I was sinking and you told me to go play in my own backyard and my dancing. You hated. When I was in Paris, everything had a new significance to life. I mean, stations and streets had infinite colors, and there was a music that beat behind my forehead, and I danced, until you told me I couldn't dance no more. Am I right? You hated. You told me I was a third-rate writer and a third-rate dancer. If that's true, then why? Why put your name on my diaries and my short stories and my letters? I used to only hear the voices once in a while, and they would come from the walls and the pipes, and they are crying to me for help, but I know they're inside my head. I know. Fitzgerald. That's all I ever was. I had no identity without Mr. Fitzgerald. The irony of it all, I am his books. Miss Alabama Nobody. I should have loved the artist in myself, but I drowned in his image, trailed in the wake of his thoughts. I love my Scott, and I pray for you, Scott, and well, I pray for what's right. And what's right is that you're dead. You can no longer drive a steamroller over my pulverized ego. You should have been here. I'd have brought you up to date. What else you got in your desk? Makeup. We aren't allowed to wear makeup. Must be confiscated. Well, unless it's yours, Dr. Carroll. Jeepers, creepers. Hello, Zelda.